I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We got a few of today's top stories from around the nation just ahead in the rundown, as well as what's happening right here in Oakcrest this week.
That's right, we've got those stories and more just ahead, but right now you're watching the news at 9 on Falcon TV. I'm Joe, and it's Monday, February 21st, 2011. With me today is Darcel and Ian over at the news desk. We have news from around the country, as well as some weird and wacky news and your video clip of the day.
Remember, Falcon TV is always on the web. We've got a lot of videos and information you need. If you ever missed our show or want to catch up on the rest of today's show or other content, visit our website, which is at the bottom of the screen.
Also, now when you follow our Twitter feed, OHS Falcon TV, you'll get all the important club meetings going on this week sent right to your phone. So make sure you subscribe to our Twitter feed.
All right, let's over to Ian and take a look at what stories are making headlines nationally and in Oakcrest in today's edition of The Rundown.
Good morning, Oakcrest. Our first story looks at local news where Ventnor City Council announced that they will begin selling ad space on the side of their lifeguard boats this summer. Ad space is also available on lifeguard tents, and prices for advertisements range from $2,000 to $3,000 per season. Our second story looks at the NFL, where Comeback Player of the Year Michael Vick recently announced he will not be appearing on the Oprah Winfrey Show and has canceled for his February 24th interview date. And finally, in entertainment news, Governor Christie does something good by announcing that he wants the Jersey Shore cast out of New Jersey. Yes! In a statement released by the governor, who is not a fan of the show, wants the reality show out of New Jersey because its cast gives a bad and inaccurate impression of the state. Rumors in next season will be filmed in Italy. That was your rundown for today. I'll be back in just a little bit for more on those stories and some weird and wacky news.
Thanks, Ian. Now, before we get into those headlines and other news from around Oakcrest and the rest of the country, make sure you head over to the Falcon TV website for the link to photos, videos, and podcasts.
Also on our website, you'll find a link and information on how to order the Oakcrest Football Team 2010 DVD, as well as an exclusive interview with Taylor Bailey on the boys basketball team, and Kevin Winstead at a look at Oakcrest athletes signed National Letter of Intent, as well as some music videos from Oakcrest Film Institute.
Alright, let's head over back to Ian to get those details on those stories from the beginning of this show.
Thanks, Joe and Darcel. In national news today, we start local and head to Ventnor, where the City Board of Commissioners is planning to introduce an ordinance at Thursday's meeting to sell ad space on the side of the lifeguard tents and boats of the Ventnor Beach Patrol. If approved, ad space for 3 seasons would be available at public auction, a minimum bid of $3,000 for each of the 11 lifeguard tents, the small shed-like buildings used to store equipment, and a minimum of $2,000 for space on the sterns of the 14 boats. The commissioner says that the money would be used to purchase new boats. Not all of the 14 boats are in really good condition. The boats usually cost about $8,000 to $10,000 each to replace. The other 3 towns in Absecon Island, Margate, Longport, and Atlantic City all sell ad space. And next, Michael Vick has canceled his upcoming appearance on Oprah in a statement released by Harpo Entertainment. They go on to say that Vick's representatives called to cancel his appearance on February 24th for personal reasons. On the show, Vick was slated to discuss the 18 months he served in prison for running a dogfighting ring and his attempts to revamp his image with the Humane Society. Vick is currently playing for the Philadelphia Eagles after being reinstated in the NFL in 2009. Vick also starred in a 2010 docu-series, The Michael Vick Project. And finally, back in the Garden State, Governor Christie is on a mission to rid New Jersey out of its most famous seasonal house guests. Christie, who has never shied away from voicing his distaste for the hit MTV show Jersey Shore, has said in the past that the reality show and its cast give a bad and inaccurate impression of the state. Christie promised supporters that his plans to tell his good friend, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, to take back the native New York cast members who are out of control and disrespectful in the Garden State. Christie says that the cast members have outworn their welcome and was even quoted as saying, "Take them back, we don't want them." Interest in the monster hit reality show has generated record revenue for business in the Seaside Heights area. Beach tag sales went up 38%, totaling $995,000, an all-time record. That was your national news for today. Let's look at what's happening around Oakcrest.
Boys basketball team will play tonight also against Absegami here at home at 6 o'clock p.m. Also, the varsity wrestling team will hit the mats tonight for districts at Absegami at 5 o'clock p.m. And also this week, Media Club will meet tomorrow to talk about Oakcrest Dance Crew 2.
Pi Day at Oakcrest High School will be celebrated on Monday the 14th this year. Get an order form for t-shirts now for this year's event. The Math Club are selling the t-shirts for $8. Order forms are due by March 2nd. See Ms. Toscano for more information.
A big congratulations goes out to the cast and crew of Les Mis, who put on a wonderful show on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that night in a packed house. From the top down, everybody worked very hard to put on a lot in time to ensure this year's musical went off without a hit or any problems. If you didn't make it out to see the show, you missed a good one, a very good one indeed. And there was a lot of set moving over the top lighting and a theatrical signing that was the crowd's favorite. Also, a special thanks and congratulations goes out to Miss Tunney, the director of the musical, for all time spent on both Oakcrest and traveling around. Now, let's take a look at the video clip of today.
Playing with it. Groot? Don't make me laugh. No. P.S. He is not getting the moon. And P.P.S. By the time I'm done with him, he's going to be begging for mercy. Okay, bye. Oh, look at you, a little tiny toilet for a little tiny baby. Ah! Curse you, tiny toilet!
Where a semi-tractor trailer traveling in southern Minnesota rolled over Thursday morning, spilling livestock into the interstate. This accident happened around 5:40 a.m. on Interstate 90. The semi was traveling on East I-90 when it rolled on its side, ejecting 16 cattle from the top of the trailer. A car traveling westbound on I-90 struck one of the cattle. That driver received minor injuries. The cow that was hit had to be put down. Interstate 90 was closed for a short time while the scene was being contained. Crews attempted to herd the cow away from the interstate to a county road where the farmer allowed them to use his land to fence them in. But 6 of the cows, possibly startled by the crash, became agitated and started charging the crews, hitting a firefighter and a snowmobile. The rest of the cattle were corralled into another trailer. The Albert Lea Fire Department is taking care of the 50 to 75 gallons of fuel that spilled from the accident. That was your Weird and Wacky news for Friday. Now back over to the other anchors for more news.
Wow, that was pretty wacky. Everyone knows that this month is Black History Month, and all throughout the month, Falcon TV will spotlight those African Americans who have made a difference in the world and communities. Here's a look at today's story.
But it all started with students like the students in Greensboro who gave up, in some cases, their careers and their degrees that opened up America to where we could have presidents and governors and senators.
It's a remarkable steps that we've made. Come a long way, but we got a long way to go.
And not only talking about moving America forward, but moving the world forward.
The civil rights struggle is not a past. There's no back in the civil rights day. Either it's today, it will be tomorrow.
We're always online. You can always catch up on anything you missed on today's or past episodes by visiting back on YouTube, by emailing us your questions or comments at townproductions@yahoo.com, and by following us on Twitter at OHS Falcon TV for announcements and news updates.
That was your news for Friday. I'm Joe, and for Darcel, Ian, Justin, and Avery, and everyone here on the Falcon TV news team, thanks for watching today.
Wherever you're watching from, have a great day, and join us back right here tomorrow for more Oakcrest news and national news stories making headlines on the News at 9 on Falcon TV.
Have a great day.